How is everyone doing? Alright, and we are going to switch in 3, 2, 1. Gotcha! Hi! Hello! So, it's your favorite slug girl again. So, I guess with 5.5, I guess this is the last official release. There might be maybe a little more content patches throughout the summer. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to ramp up for 6.0 stuff. But, yeah, I was told there was more story, and it does look like there's some more story. It's all question marks, though. So, spoiler heavy. Very spoiler heavy, probably. But I'm excited. I wanted to see what the story was all about. I also have been sitting in my chair for far too long doing other things. Not like that. I was working really hard on getting some videos up, so hopefully you guys enjoyed those. If you haven't seen them, I guess they're up there. But, yeah, my character that I hope is in a good spot. I haven't really played, like, Final Fantasy for a few weeks, so I know I pay for a subscription, but I don't, like, actually play the game. I don't know what it is. I've played so much of it, sometimes I'm just like, I gotta put it away. I gotta do something different. But, yeah, with more story, that's more stuff to pick apart and at least kind of, contemplate over. Maybe it'll actually be really good. Maybe it'll... I hope it's not frustratingly vague and it actually does, like, tie in as to how we're gonna get to the moon. But, also, it's 8 o'clock, so I figured, this might not go very long. Who knows? But, yeah. It'll probably be worthwhile. Oh, that's something new. Oh, it's a Eden mount. That's kind of cool. I guess we are going to get some, like, people that are ready for 6.0 just idling in the area. Yeah, I have no other objective except for let's check out the story and then maybe we'll, poke around this game a little bit more afterwards. Just see how things go. Because, if I remember correctly, we saved the Amalia and we basically made it public that we can untemper Beast Tribes, so it'll save all those wards and stuff, basically, since the beginning of the game. So it's like, hey, guess what? All of the Eorzea's problems are rapidly able to be fixed. The endless wars can stop. But then it was like, okay, but now how do we get to the moon? Why are we told to take another rest? It was kind of underwhelming, so I'm glad they added some extra story, some way to tie it in. So, let's see here. Alice can tell you're itching to take the fight to the Telophoroi. Maybe we'll have like an instance, or I don't know, maybe we'll have a dungeon. Maybe they are gonna do the whole like one dungeon per patch release. Fapupu, you're looking well. Also, yeah, that's the name of my character. But my Lalafell anyways. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. If you came hoping for tidings from Kyle, I'm afraid we're still waiting. But we do have some old scraps of news to share. Odd scraps of news. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place. But the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no small part to Hori, Boulder, and the others. That's kind of cool. I guess we've now got, people that looked up to us, now they're strong enough to take on primals. So, cool. Our lower ranks are actually keeping the world safe. So it's not just all on our shoulders. Meanwhile, talks with the Beast Tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Ulda's progress with the Amalia, Gridania has opened negotiations with the Ixal, believe it or not. All of which is obviously very encouraging, but the Telophoroi still are... the but with the Telafroy still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard. Alright, give us some goods. Give us some goodies. Begging your pardon, but I come bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested. We were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? I believe the intention is to share news of the recent developments and discuss what measures might be taken to combat the Telafroy. In concert with our new allies, the Beast Tribes have also been invited. Okay, this can't possibly end badly. I mean, everything seems to be going all according to plan. There's nothing bad's gonna happen. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe. So the Alliance would bring all the Beast Tribes into the fold at a single stroke in an ambitious plan given the delicacy of the negotiations, but mayhap an expedient one, considering the threat we face. Although, it is kind of true. What is it? Traumatic events are a good way to make quick friends, something like that. The strongest bonds can be forged in the Pirates of Hell. I don't know. Something like, you get thrown into the shit, and then, before you know it, you've got, I don't know. It's easier to make friends when you've got a common enemy, Whatever this enemy is. I don't think we even really know what the final days is. It's just it's almost like a force of evil. It's not really, got any... The only real antagonist is the people that are pulling the strings, but they're not, from the final days. The final days is a force by itself, so I really wonder, what kind of creature or beastie might show up and be like, hey, guess what? I am the one that's truly the ender of worlds, or whatever. I know the Japanese people, they're gonna make some sort of boss that's just over the top. I'm sure it's gonna be something that's like, I am greater than even the greatest primals of your world. I am going to consume you. That is how the universe ticks. That is why you don't see spaceships out there, is because I go from planet to planet and consume everything. I don't know, something bizarre is gonna happen, I'm sure. Alright. Indeed, my lady. And for their part, I am told the Beast Tribes have agreed to attend. If assigns to our president, all the Orzo will be represented. It's pretty cool. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alameda without delay. Then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. I look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. I just love their eloquent way of speaking. Very, it's just very good writing. I love how the translation team just doesn't miss a step. Well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and Y'shtola lead our contingent. Given how long you have worked to end summoning, it's only right that you be present for what promises to be an historic event. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Fapupu? Here we are, a little humble hero. All present may rightly claim a seat, I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe. That's a weird way of wording that. Okay, I praise the writing and then I get tongue-tied at this sentence. Ryanje, why are you doing this to me? But by your leave, I believe, I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. I'm not coming either. Emmerich will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Okay. Oh, right, it did leave on a somewhat cool note where we got, a dragoon with a first brood as his companion. It's pretty awesome. Very well then, while those with a mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make for Alameda, shall we? Okay. So, first brood are basically space dragons. They come from another star, or whatever they want to call it. But they were eggs whenever they came. Midgard Solmir is the only one that actually, witnessed the old world. Unless there's some way of, magically, passing on those memories to his children. They're all mystical and stuff, but they aren't, they're still, as far as I'm concerned, pretty much, beings of this planet. I don't know. They're space dragons, but they were born here. It's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like an anchor baby, but space dragons. Okay, so, alright, well, Alameda Quarter. Time to go to that place. I'm so glad I have just barely enough money to be able to get to the end there. We have been expecting you. While some guests have yet to arrive, the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? Why, yes. Yes, you shall. Ooh, I like this voice stuff. You just kind of tell that this is going to be voiced whenever the way they introduce these cutscenes. Oh, this is nice. It is going to be voiced, right?
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
It feels kind of quiet.
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
Well said, Henrik. Well said. Also, hi, Rack. How you doing?
I beg your pardon?
What is it, Sir Walker? Do not express your passion thus. A little pretty will outdoes, perhaps. Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
Okay, he's trying a little hard. His voice actor, I know he's got a really tough part, but he's definitely trying a little too hard to get the whole gurgliness with their voice. I prefer the hissing. Usually the Sahagin just hiss.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
And that one, it's okay, it's passable, but I think they pitch shifted his voice so he sounds a little more derpy, being a kobold and all that. But still, I don't know. Some of the Beast Tribes voices, they've never actually voiced Beast Tribes like this before. So it's like, I think it was kind of hodgepodge. I don't feel like it's like top tier quality, but it's alright. Also, hey Julius, how you doing? And Sixa, how you doing? Woo! We have the whole family here. Gosh, it's gonna be weird calling you guys minions and family and guests, and I don't know what to call you guys, but I don't know. It's like, should I demean you by calling you minions? Do you like it whenever I call you that, or should I look at you as social peers of some sort, or will you grovel at my feet and I'll just call you, pathetic whelps or something like that? maybe my crass side would please you guys more. Lollipapa. You do like it whenever your heir says Papa.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does. Turns kin into puppets. Pits brother against brother. Free them from his grasp, we shall.
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept!
Praise me!
So this magic spell that they all learned in the earlier bits of the story that we actually covered on this stream, all of those leaders had to...
But I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it?
So all of those leaders, in order to be, copacetic, in order to be able to join in this sort of ceremony thing, they had to go through the cure spell or whatever. So they all have the memory of what it's like being consumed by the passion of summoning their gods ceaselessly. So, but yeah, they're all like, yes, of course. They seem super agreeable because they had to be pulled out of that in order to be at that meeting anyway. So that's kind of cool. Foxy Grandpa.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them. That which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
So my thoughts on the towers, I think they're actually kind of like mini crystals of light, mini crystal towers, and they're pulling the energy, actually, like that black energy from the moon. So this whole finding the source of what's powering these towers, I bet you that's coming from the moon. But at the same time, I swear, I think the final days is something separate from Eidolon or Zodiac. I'm just I don't know. I don't know how they're going to stop the towers, but they gotta find the source of where it's coming from. It's really confusing.
We, Amalja, would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
Please don't.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What's...
Oh shoot, I just skipped text. Ah! I hate that! Also, let's see here. I've grown fond of the idea. I'm a traveling producer with dubious intent, so you can stick with that. Why, yes. You, Rack, are my, unofficial producer. I was concerned about the weird, out-of-context way of reading that, Amalja's, words, and then... I might have come at poor timing when I sounded like I told you not to be that. Let's see. Alright, so... Yeah, that is true. What did he say? Well, what we call this proud fellowship of ours, I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What do you say, my friend? I would call it one moment, please. So it's not giving us a choice. I mean, could you imagine if we could say anything? They'd have to do 4 different lines or more of whatever name we chose. It's funny that they're giving us a choice, even though it's not really a choice, because if I say this one, they're going to be like, what if we propose blah, 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 the thing that's on my... So, alright, well, just to prove my theory, let's go ahead and say, one moment, please.
Might I suggest the Grand Company of Eorzea? I remember a certain someone pondering it once upon a time, and it seems as fitting a name as any.
Oh my gosh, it was almost verbatim what she said. I predicted. I've played this game way too long.
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
Yay! Happy ending. Oh, Fennel's crying. Oh, it's so sad.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Forgive me.
Well,
Might we speak outside?
if this was following like a literal timeline, it's been 10 years. At least 10 years. But I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy follows its own timeline. Like, if you played from 0, it'd probably maybe be a couple years, as far as progression of events. Yeah, it is kind of, it's like his idea was started with Crystal Braves, and now it's finally coming back full circle. Oh, that's the end of the story. We just needed to confirm that the Beast Tribes are all... Stream over! Sorry, goodbye, no, I'm kidding. Alright, well, I could have talked to their people, but let's get on with whatever this new story stuff is. How do we get to the moon? Tell us now. Well, now that we're all out of earshot of the other delegates, I hope you'll forgive if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first stepped foot on these shores, and that I was heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Even as they uttered their... there's a fly in here. Come here, fly. I want to eat you. Let me have your protein. You're not using it. You're just flying around being annoying. Go away, fly. Go away. Anyways, so, I was heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come of the sacrifices. No, I thought you were touched. I didn't realize that you were upset. That would have made, that would be made and the lives lost. Inevitably, that I still struggle to accept. I don't know why Alpha was getting cold feet all of a sudden, but I don't know. I guess maybe he's just like finally settling in. It's no longer vibrato and stuff. It's like, you gotta really not mess it up this time. But at least there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step. The first of many. Many and more. Who steps in? Oh, here we go. Out of earshot my butt. Elder Seer, may we be of service? I seek Master Alphinaud's assistance in a matter involving Redonia's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have kept a weathered eye upon the crystal trade, and better to predict the coming of primals, so you'll be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ash Crown Consortium. Though through their dealings, they've cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Communities such as the Beast Tribes. Just so, and as our hope, it is our hope that we may make use of the Sylphs' established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between the Trade Consortium, and a Grand Company. If the Sylphs are to perform the task effectively, they will require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded with the self-same goal in mind, no less. Or wait, this is how they split people up, and then we're gonna have to, like, find them eventually in 6.0. The Crystal Braves, yes, forgive me. Master Alphinaud, I know that it was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may yet be made to serve serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted the course for the Crystal Braves, which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Mayhap I ask too much of you. Not at all. You may count upon my assistance for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alphinaud, and my trust. When your report is ready, I pray share it directly with the Sylphs. with your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here today, I have no doubt that our friendships shall emerge from the shadow of the Telefroy and flourish. Until next we meet, my friends. Sometimes it's very wordy. all these officials and their wordy speech. Before committing anything to writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should hear. Former braves, you understand? Might you join me in seeking them out? As if you have to ask. I can't think of an excuse to not to, so yes? I could be all, stingy or whatever. I'll just do the good answer. I'll be cooperative for once. I'm not talking to Y'shtola, so I probably won't miss any start from her. Thank you. As someone who witnessed the Order's rise and fall, yours would be a reassuring presence. I'll join you if you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades. It would be a lot quicker if we share the tasks of questioning them. Then mayhap Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say, we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events. We should be glad to have your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. Mm-hmm. Alright, cool. And we go and talk to Alice. So what's the plan, brother mine? Before discussing the task at hand, I should probably admit that the report I propose is largely written. Not long after that fateful day, Nold I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to its inception to the failings that brought about its demise. This I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Never did I imagine it might later be referred by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account of was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be broadened to encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then will it answer what seems to me to be a crucial question, namely, why? After the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some of the members choose to remain with us, while others did not? I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new grand company together. And with this knowledge, it might help us to prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are inevitably tested. Mm-hmm. That is my hope, yes. But the questions I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As the former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt those who abandon the cause would welcome my inquiries. Then Graha and I will just have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith. A fine suggestion. Have care, however. Certain of my former comrades are of questionable nature, so keep your wits about you, and let us convene in Gridania later on. Okay. If you have no objections, I have a mind to begin speaking with Riol and Alene. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing at Castrum Orans. Let's seek them out together. Okie dokie. Where's that one located? It's all the way over here? Okay. I can teleport there. We'll do that. We'll do the teleporting thing. Well, look who it is, and what brings you two here. Wouldn't have anything to do with the big meeting, would you? In a matter of speaking, I've been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rio was a good chap for the entire time. He believed in the cause. He just, he knew it was like, from the start, it was kind of amateur. But he tried his best to keep things held together for Alpha now. So what you want to know is why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put into words, that. Pretty easy, just say you believed in our cause. As I once explained to Fupupu, we spent a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back to those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause as long as I am able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that had happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you had you turned us away, but then you gave us your trust instead. Which, what else could we do but try to repay it? Nothing, that's what. As from my own late tale, well, I've always felt the Scions have something in common with the Mule Crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I still strive to live by it this day. But as time's gone, I've learned the strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Hori Boulder to Mistress Sitaru, we've all got something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain, because we believe there's something more. There's things more important than that, things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion is all about. Also having the Echo, that kind of, is sort of important being a Scion, but maybe they don't recruit people with Echo anymore. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me, Fupupu, could you... Let's see, give us your thoughts on the Crystal Braves. Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? Because they invested in Syndicate money. The Syndicate wanted a finger in that pie, and other people wanted to make more games than just an amateur army trying to start up. Let's see. Yeah, thoughts on the Crystal Braves. We'll do that. Was it a good idea? Well, its founding ideals were something to be proud of, but ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was only in it for the coin, the glory, or both. Pretty much. So you need a little bit more of a filter for who you're recruiting to your army. Ours was quite a desperate band, and while I'll never forgive Ilberd, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks to, in large part, to his efforts. Just a pity he wasn't doing it that he was doing it for all the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions, we might look like a ragtag band of misfits, but deep down we all got that shared sense of purpose. And why? Because Tataru sifted out all the glory hunters before they made it through the door. I see. So while our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we're all united in purpose. Thank you, my friend. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussion and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. Also, now they got a bigger recruitment pool. The fact that the entire country is banding together instead of just like, there's these 3 grand companies. We're gonna create a 4th one. Yeah, they're gonna have to definitely, at least since they'll have a lot more recruits, to filter who to trust and who to say, nah, go back to your bars and drinking your beer and stuff and thinking that you can get rich off of someone else's efforts. Part of what I'm rambling about, though, is kind of like the importance of, if you do like the story, going through it, not like doing a story skip, there's a lot of context that's kind of lost in a way, or at least underappreciated. So yeah, if you really like story, I'd recommend just making sure you, at least your first time through, doing it the long story driven way. But some people don't care about the story, so whatever. Alvinode is keen to hear what Elsa and Grahatia have learned from the Braves who turned their back on the cause. Well, I think we have taken up enough from our colleagues' time. And I am conscious that less life-affirming testimony is away. Let us make our way to Grisania and hear what the others have learned. So the other people, I'm pretty sure they're going to be basically like, Alphinaud had good intentions, but when things all botched up the way they did, no thanks. I'm going to back out of this one. Which I would probably too. If I got hired by someone and then the boss really messed up, I'd probably be like, they didn't know what they were doing, and I don't want to have anything to do with them no more. I'd rather steer clear of the trouble that's blowing their way. Oh, hey Shay, how you doing? It's probably really late for you, but thanks for stopping by. I got Sixa and Rack and a couple other people. Julius might still be here. I could probably have taken a teleport, but whatever. We're walking. One of these days, if I get a fire in my belly for roleplay, I should definitely do some slightly questionable roleplay on my Lolithel. Since they are a courtesan and everything, you know, they want to entertain guests and stuff. I'll just have to make sure that nobody knows why everyone's in their underwear. Or why there's, you know, a blur on the text on the chat box. I don't know. I mean, I guess the text is small enough, it probably wouldn't, you know, impact my credibility. But let's see. Thanks to Tataro's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. The other thing, too, that kind of worries me about, like, roleplay, especially, like private roleplay, is if I streamed it, I kind of feel like I should inform the other person that they are technically live. And I don't know if I'd be very good at, like, hiding their name, especially because sometimes when you roleplay, you use your emotes, you gotta look at them, and it'll actually, like, highlight their name and stuff. Someone could be like, wait, now everyone knows that I, you know, rolled around in the sack with the potato. And, I don't know. It probably would be a little, it's a little hazy as to how to like, stream roleplay, because there's some people that would be like, I didn't know you were streaming. I wouldn't have said the things I said if I knew it was, you know, in the middle of the public's view. Let's see. Thanks to Tataro's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. I just warn you, Alphinaud, some of their comments were harsh. I expected no less. What game was it that got released? I'm always, like, kind of keeping an eye out for something new. I got a handful of games I could be playing, but if there's, like, you know, a new, like, story-driven one-off single-player game, you know, kind of like Elder Scrolls 6, if that ever showed up, if that ever happened, I would probably stream that. We can, let's see here, I can well manage, but their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Alright, well, here they are. I'll hear all the mean words. Thank you. I'll set about adding my findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go ahead and go on ahead to Little Solace and seek out Elder Frizio. I will join you anon. He's the little white self character, the old one with the glasses floating around and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, actually, wait, I want to see what Alpha has to say here. Leave me to attend to my report and join the others in Little Solace. I shan't keep you waiting long. I know how playful the sylphs can be. Oh, you're not even gonna, like, mutter to yourself about what some of the words are? I will say, if I ever get, like, positive critique, but it's, like, kind of rough critique, I definitely, it's one of those things I've done in the past where I'm like, you know, this is beneficial if I read this, but it's also kind of tough to read it. I know the feeling of what that's like. Which, you know, in hindsight, it's always good to hear what people are saying, you know, unfiltered. But sometimes it's like you gotta really fight against that instinct of like, but this is my special thing. This is what I've worked so hard to do. Why does someone want to say mean things about what I tried to do? And then you gotta be like, no. I mean, if you heat it with a grain of salt or whatever. I know, I don't like salt, but if you take it, you know, in spades or not in spades, I don't know what the saying is. I am awful with idioms. It's beneficial. That's all I can say. It's always good to see it because it'll at least, you know, temper your directions. You're not just like trying your best in the wrong way. Welcome, Brave One and friends of Brave One. How good it is to see Walking Ones once again as soon after the meeting. It's been a while since we last spoke. Should this one? Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do the cute one, the customary dance of reading. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that was an old mission. No, be at ease. It is true that these ones once delighted in making Walking Ones dance, but no more. Horn One Econ said that Walking Ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial Ones also invaded Sylphlands and abducted many of these ones. So these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is heartening to hear, Elder. It'll require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telafroi. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice Walking Ones can provide would be most welcome. So they refer to themselves in third person. That's what the Sylph's speech impediment is. I imagine in Japanese it probably is more of like just how they structure their sentences. It probably comes off a little more naturally. Kind of like whenever you hear like the cute little like I don't know what to say. My brain's I'm gonna continue my story. I'm trying to bring context to I don't know. So another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry it seems. Alice, you must come quick. Whatever's the matter, Alpha? No, don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. Oh gosh. What? No, a Twin Adder officer accosted me, and I was about to, as I was about to set out. Charlene has sent an envoy, who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. An envoy? Could it be that Kryle has managed to sway the Forum? We will know soon enough, but there is more. The envoy requested that the two of us attend the audience with the elder seed seeker or seed seer. Really, I can see why they might want Scions to be present, but us specifically? Wait, it isn't who I think it is. Is it gonna be their father? Is that who it's gonna be? From Charlene? It is. I would scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told that it was one, Florishant Leveilleux. French names. Funny. Florange? No? I know it's not pronounced. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's got like... Okay, I'm sure they'll have a voice line. They'll probably say his name, and then I won't mess up anymore. Your father? Well, now, the fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be surprise enough, but him? Quite. I glean from this that they may be taking the matter seriously. Or more like, hey, you know what? We're pretty sure the world's ending. I kind of want my flesh and blood to come back home before the rest of the world burns. You know how the Charlayans are. They're basically, you know, they're all about survival. They're not about, like, fixing the world's problems. It's kind of how their nation was founded. They went all the way out to where they went because it's like, world's messed up. Let's go and start our own nation somewhere remote. And if anything bad happens, we'll be far enough away for it not to affect us. Oh, goodness. Boy, put that in the VTuber sneeze clip. Let's see. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 forum members, unless he volunteered for it? It has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he was concerned for your well-being? Yeah, like I said, he wants to take him back, because he's pretty sure the world's gonna die. Perhaps, but he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed, whenever we write to our parents, it's invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purposes here. FFXIV, loath that I am, though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Grenania. Pray accept my apologies, along with my report. Hopefully the Sylph are smart enough to read Alphinaud's report. Otherwise we're kind of screwed with that, situation. Never mind. There will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from more urgent matters. Go. The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits even now. Let's be on our way. Alright, cool. So this expansion is going to be kind of weird, I think. Because, like, all the other expansions, they were kind of, like, interconnected land masses of sorts. With 6.0, we've got, so I'm going to guess, like, 4 different zones, along with the secret zone, is probably how it's going to turn out. So we've got Charlian for one area. We might be able to go on, like, the outskirts or something. Or maybe it's just a giant cityscape with lots of quests and stuff inside there. We got Razat Han, which I would love to see the landscape around there, just see if it's like crazy exotic or what exactly is just outside of the city. But it might also be a really huge city. That might be, maybe that's the theme with the zones. They also have, which it's going to be blown up. I don't know if the reports come in yet, but in order to circumvent designing an entire mechanical metropolis, they have a destroyed version that's going to happen somewhere in the storyline before they go to Garlemald, which I guess I don't have a full map. You can't really zoom out any further than this. But yeah, Garlemald is going to basically be a crater zone, so that'll be like an open zone. But they're all kind of like not connected. 4th zone. What would be the 4th zone? I mean, I know it's going to be the moon for one of them. But, like, I mean, if you look at the map in Norvrent, see, we've got, okay, so I'm almost thinking that Razatan or Charlian, one of those is going to be the city, like the Crystarium. It's just going to be the main hub where we return to over and over as events progress throughout there. Because, like, in Heaven's Word, it was, it was Ishgard. So Heaven's Ward, we had Ishgard for the city hub, we had Western Kurthus, Travania, Ablathia Spine, so 1, 2, 3. And yeah, 4th was Asasla. No wait. And then 5. Well, okay. I don't know. Look at that. We got Travania. We got expansion to Kurthus. Clouds. And then it goes back to Ishgard. That was kind of Heaven's Lord. I don't know if that logic holds true, but yeah, at least we got 3 of 4 zones, 4 or 5 zones in this area, and one of them is gonna be a city, so like a really fleshed out city. Where are we going to? We need to go back to Gradonia. Well, hey, Shay, if you're still here, thanks for stopping by. And have a good one. Also, hi, Zine, how you doing? Welcome, Warrior Flight. The Elder Seeds here and your friends are waiting within. Alright, give us some mind-blowing story steps. Make us excited for 6.0. Not that it really has to try hard, but I would be a little disappointed if it was underwhelming. What do you guys have to say here? After all this time away, it's good to see my father, even if it is an official meeting. 99 may seem like a rather lot of members, but before the Forum was founded, every person of age in Charlene was given equal say in its governance. Many of the institutions that are still active today were established by the people's vote, not least the Studium, as Alice and I were constantly reminded during our time there. It is an example of what can be achieved through absolute democracy. During my time in Charlotte, I heard much of this person, but I can't pronounce the name yet. He's a gifted speaker, though amongst other things, for the uncompromising application of foreign policy. My friends, thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Forchan's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Crow permission to request Charlene's aid, we did not anticipate so promptly a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. Although I do kind of wonder what Crow shared that is so alarming. There he is, Papa Lavalier. All these papas showing up.
Elder Seeds here. I thank you for granting me this audience.
Oh, he's got a nice voice. I mean, it's probably going to be a prominent role in this next expansion, so it's only expected, but very
I am Fortuno Leveilleur.
Fortuno.
Here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
Ameliance is, Mama. Mama lovelier.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health.
Oh my goodness, his voice. I mean, it's not like outright sex, but at the same time, it's very nice, it's very pleasant. I'm not gonna get excited, I swear.
Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last.
Please.
And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisois, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene.
Oh, it's like tickling my ears, his voice. I don't know why it's growing on me. No, I don't have the hots for Alphinaud's father, okay? You gotta understand it's a mistake. He's just got a really good voice.
And my position remains unchanged.
I'm tempted to find out who this voice actor is just because. No! What is going on? Pardon the extra slime on the floor. There's no real reason for that. It's just a natural response to reasons. Yeah, pretty much, we're not gonna help you guys.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
They are the Watchers. Oh, what I would give for this guy to watch me.
It is more than that. It is our way of life. Who we are.
Please give more dialogue.
But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the forum's answer to your request.
Is he really going to... Well, no, I don't think anyone's as good as Emmett Silk. No one's gonna take his spot, but at the same time, he's climbing the ladder on terms of, Okay, keep it together, Pika. We got it here.
Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
Okay.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald. One in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
I don't really like his smugness.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Yeah, they want to destroy the whole world, not just a country?
Alphinaud is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I'm really wondering, what kind What kind of hoity-toity magic spells are they expecting to be able to protect themselves from a world-ending energy that goes across the entire world and you know, consumes it into nothingness?
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, you're kind of, you know, stacking up that lore, those lore points with your backstory there, producer, rack piece on.
But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
Let's see here. What kind of valiant thing could we say to this kind of scaredy cat person who's literally they're just scared. That's all it is. Better to fight and fail than wait for the axe to fall. To ignore the plight of others, of those one might conceivably save, is not wisdom, it's indolence. It's a reference to, you know, the whole person that he spites. That is Lavier's, the Grandpa Lavier, that's his, saying. It is in your power to save us. Refuse and you condemn us all. I think we're gonna go ahead and hit him in the feels with this statement. Even though it's so bloated. He's gonna burn us for using these words. He's not gonna listen no matter what we say. But all right, we'll go ahead and slap him in the face with a little bit of elder knowledge if he's gonna talk, you know, down to us. That sting a
I see
little
your
bit.
friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike her, you should know better.
Yeah, you go ahead and feel despondent about our opinions.
By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alize, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
Whoa. So we're getting disowned from Papa Lavier, huh? Is that what's happening? I liked his voice, but I don't like his attitude. Getting straight up disowned, wow.
What?
Father.
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Pretty sure he's just trying to lay out the harshest bait in order to get his children to come home. I mean, how better to send very independent children home?
Wait! Don't bother, Alize.
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Oof. Ow. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ooh. I can't say I have an abusive father. I don't. But I can empathize. I can definitely empathize with the idea of family disowning you like that. Oof. And Alice definitely would almost run for that, it make me angry. I like his voice, but I don't like him. He's very well established himself as not a very good person. Oh, that mildly infuriates me. Oof. What you gotta say, Connie? It was not so very long ago that we had a friend and neighbor in Charlian, and so I clung to the hope that she might lend us her strength. But when she forsook Giovannia, it would seem she forsook us all. What girl have to say? In order to avoid conflict with Garlemald, the Forum went so far as to order the abandonment of an entire city-state. Their refusal to aid us now is, I am sorry to say, entirely consistent with their historic position. What's that have to say? Is it we who walk the path of ruin? Time will tell. Yes, temper your anger there, Alphino. Don't let him get under your skin. Alice, don't go into tears. It'll be fine. So that's what he came here to say? He really did stab them in the fields, taking away the family name and disowning them. Oh, for such an entitled group of people, that's really rough. That we are all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi, and ask for the rest. Like it or not, this was the Forum's decision, to watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger, and he has handed down their judgment. I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him, and I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only Master, I forgot his name again, Orchanel, who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. Their decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid. So what's happened to Kyle? Why is she not coming back? They sent another person. Did they detain Kyle? I don't know. Maybe they're like, no, her knowledge is too great. She's too good of an asset. But now she's like held against her will from leaving Charlian? Maybe that's why we're gonna go to the city-state. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel as they are wont to do? Let's hear it. What's going on with Kyle? Yeah, it's Kyle! I've been playing this game far too long. I can predict what's going on in the story. Oh, Poo-Poo, this is... Has Master Fortunal arrived yet? Then it is as I feared. Now, for context, I don't know why her timing is so apt, but I guess it works for story. But you got, for context, unless you teleport, which not a lot of people canonically can teleport at will, like the Warrior of Light, it's a 2-week boat ride from Charlian to the mainland. So, the idea that she's calling conveniently at the moment that he left, and it was like, it's gotta have been 2 weeks. Kyle probably left, and they sent another guy. It probably, like, story time-wise, it was a month that we waited for this at the earliest. 2 weeks boat ride out there, 2 weeks boat ride back. Timing is impeccable here, Carl, I'm just saying. This is as I feared. My efforts were in vain. Yeah, it's more like Carl showed up, told the story, and they immediately were like, nope, we're gonna send someone else to say no. I pleaded our case to as many Forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I would rather say that they ignored every word I said on the subject, without exception. It was almost unnerving. Could it be that they are hiding something from us? That might go somewhere to explain Master Fortunal's performance. When he said that they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? Yeah, they might actually know a little more of what's going on. That I don't know. But something tells me they're not as concerned about the Telafroi as they claim. If the threat weren't real, why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? I'd very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Heidelin and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Obstructed at every turn. Is it going to be like, what is it? I don't know. Anyone ever seen the anime Bleach, Central 46? That it's not actually being ruled by the Forum, it's been replaced by posers, and they're all, you know, maybe it's a bunch of Asians. I don't know. It's a possibility. So it would seem, do not lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here, when the time is right, of course. I'm aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. Well, heck yeah, we definitely want to go to Charlian. Cool. I've always wanted to visit Charlian. Please do. Well, there are one or two things to take care of here first. Well, yeah, this one. Maybe Charlian's gonna be our hub world, hub city, the new place that we hang out at. And then Razatan could be like what's the name over in Calusa? I forget it. I do forget the names sometimes. And so you shall, albeit under less than happy circumstances. It may take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll tell you what, I'll let you know when everything is in order. Look after yourselves in the meantime, won't you? Yeah, it's gonna take frickin', what is it? 6 months? I think it's about 6 months until the expansion shows. They've gotta release something else to keep people entertained until then. I'm sure there's gonna be other events and patches to check out later. Your speculations give us cause to hope. If these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible that Charlians hide some secret truth from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt them to change a change of heart. And so, for the present, we must needs confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telafroi. Even with all of Eorzea standing united, there's no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Charlian intend to do if we fail? What are we at here? We got spell speed, critical hit. Chicken fettuccine. Yeah, that sounds like a tasty meal. Actually, I'm really hungry for chicken fettuccine now that it's mentioned that. Holy cow, I'm so hungry. Oh, okay, so what else we got here for it? With their knowledge, Charlian could have done so much for the cause. They could have helped us uncover secrets of the secrets of the towers and save the tempered captives within, and yet, gods. Throughout my childhood, I remember our grandfather arguing with my father over Charlian's policy of non-intervention. And this time, it was my turn to play the role. But if even my grandfather could not win him over, what chance... But if even my grandfather could not win him over, what chance had I? If words exist that may sway him, I do not know what they are. The forum includes representatives from all of Charlene's central institutions. With them hindering the Krau's investigation, she will struggle to make any headway on her own. At least she's not captured. She's just kind of at a stalemate right now. Oh, what do we got here? We got Shush. Oh, we got a free emo. Nice. Dawn into Death into Dawn. Yeah, this kind of looks like the conclusion to this extra story bit. Connie Senna seems determined not to let the disappointment of Charlene's rejection distract her from the tasks at hand. Alright, so Charlene's not involved, but why are we going to the moon? Please, you know, I mean, other than the fact that my name, Zodiac is there, but how do we connect the dots? While Charlene's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I asked the Scions, grave tidings, walking ones, grave tidings. Are we going to have some sort of conflict? Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones went to see feather ones send terrible news. Destroying ones have appeared in Zolfatal. Destroying ones and captured ones, and even frightfully godly ones. Captured and frightfully godly ones. So then we got the primals there too. Feather ones didn't stand a chance and were sent flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes, much too late, but luckily destroying ones were only passing through and continued west. Feathered ones who did not fight were left unharmed. West, that would be Kurthus. Is Amric gonna buzz in? Yep, I think Amric's buzzing in. Let's see. My lady, the escorting report that the Telophroi have emerged from the eastern highlands of Kurthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose is yet to be determined, the Cartano Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Amric has already dispatched his forces and requests our immediate support. So, Cartano was where Omega was originally stowed away. And Omega was made to destroy primals, like scientifically destroyed made to destroy them. So what else is hiding in Cartano? Tell me, shall have it. The time is come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Sure, alright, send all the troops that we somehow recruited in this short little time span. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have the time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cartano. Wait, this one I almost forgot. Destroying ones were said to be led by cackling Rogue One. This one must see that all walking ones know. Farewell. Cackling Rogue One, that's the crazy Asian guy that wants to kill everything. And Daniel. Who else? It was only a matter of time before the grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartano. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady, let us away. Alrighty, well, okay, I guess we're going to take an airship to Cartano. I'm hoping that Endwalker is decent. Shadowbringers really just, like, blew it out of the park for me. But, it might be decent, who knows. It'll tie up loose ends. It might be just okay. There's always a risk about that with expansions. It's like, especially whenever you hit something super high, can you meet that on the next? Oh, I got Ferdola. Nice. It would seem Ferdola here has come all the way from to Gridania to find us. I've explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. It'll be done sooner if you shut up and come with me. involved. Is he doing alright? He's in a wheelchair.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
Hmm.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Hmm. That's rough. That's rough. I think he lost a leg in that confrontation in the tower. That's not good.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The chirurgeons say I may never walk again.
Hmm. Ah, that's rough.
Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite.
Oh boy. Wow, talk about heavy subject already. Yeah, I mean, yikes. Oh, poor Arnwald.
All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
Let's see. We carry the dreams of many. We'll carry yours too. I'll be sure to give you regards to the Telefroi. Some things have changed, but adventure isn't over. Give me a sec, I hear some banging. A second. I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know what the banging was. I had to find out what it was. I guess they're firing, they're shooting fireworks outside. I don't know. I guess it's because Memorial Weekend or something like that. I don't know how people got fireworks around here. They were loud and they were, yeah, freak out my cats and stuff. So I was just like, what's going on? Why is everyone rushing around? Why is there a banging sound? Alright. Everything's cool though. I was just making sure it was like, you know, world wasn't ending it for real. Yeah. And, I mean, where I live, you can do the big old, like, huge fireworks, too. So, like, the ones where they kind of, like, put them in the tubes and they launch them up in the air and they got humongous plumes and that. It's not even dark outside. Why are people shooting fireworks right now? It's so dumb. Like, it's literally still daylight outside. Like, frustrating. Alright, well, anyways. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet. Yeah, we'll do that one. Nice little pleasant thing for him. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't look so defeated.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path.
So,
sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold.
I guess what's also rough about this for Alphino is that he gave the order for him to go investigate it, so he's putting more blame on himself right now, I betcha. Why you gotta pull on Alphino's feels like this?
Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
So more glove tightening.
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
They benched Arnvold. It wasn't the most touching tale to follow, but it was a different
Nothing left
story.
for me to do but wave and smile.
Let's watch Fordola is gonna say something really snarky now.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero. Do you know that?
I figured.
You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
I'll put him in
And
a
I
seat
reckon
on
you
neck.
might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Come on, give him a mech suit, some sort of craziness, just to be like, yeah, he's so cool. Oh, we got ourselves an instance. We are gonna fight something. We're gonna fight some stuff. Alright, what have you got here for these other people? I rather doubt that they'll obtain the Kyurgen's permission before bringing Arnvold halfway across the realm. And so I deliver a message that bad. They should both have known better, but what's done is done, and I will not soon forget his words. After Pagathon, I had assumed that Zilafroy would continue to target settlements, but it's plainly considered Zophatal a mere obstacle on the road to Cartano. What then draws them to the flats? We must keep a close eye on their movements. Alright, let's do this. It'll probably be like, if your level is above 80, then you will be synced, all that fun stuff. You can tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alphino's jaw, it appears that to have done him some good. Pancrete and the others have already left the riding stones. According to the communications officer, Amalja, Kobold forces are also bound for Cartano as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and so we must do the same by saving as many lives, as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. Okay, oh, cutscene time! Nice! I like this! Everyone ready for some good old story? I like this. Upon joining the battle at Cartano, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle and view the scenes in their entirety. Alright, give me some escalation. Oh, you know what's probably hiding in Cartano? Is our ship to the moon. That's probably what's waiting there. Yeah, no, I would probably say if you're not wanting to spoil yourself, you might want to skip this, but I appreciate you showing up though, Six. I hope that if you ever pick up this game, or if you, well, you do have this game, I think, if I remember correctly, but if you catch up on the story and all that, you have yourself a good time enjoying all of this. So, anyways, I'm sorry, Ty, but you got... My cat's complaining about me closing the door. I'm not opening the door because there's fireworks out there, okay? It's just not happening. Okay, anyways. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, their progress will be lost. Okay. So, if you have any way of, like, circumventing the way the story progresses and you leave it, then you have to start from the beginning. Interesting. Duty calls, commence battle, death until dawn. Sure. What kind of smashing way to end Shadowbringer is going to happen here?
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Charlian, nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroid's grand design. And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't. A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times. There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
I suppose.
Might I suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
Don't worry, I got the magic stick. Yeah, I think Mr. Happy was saying somewhere around 45 minutes or longer of just cutscenes, not including whatever we kept going down here. Oh. You have special instructions? Listen well, friends, the Telophoroi are sweeping across Cartano. Oh, this is the PvP area. Nice. As for the Ascians, he was briefly sighted above the battlefield, but has... Oh, right. Thus far, movements in the lunar primals have proven difficult. Whatever the Telophoroi's plan may be, the primals are our primary targets. Oh, we're gonna fight little mini primals. That's kind of cool. Understood. They will not elude the Scions for long. Yeah, we're doing it right on the Cartano battlefield. Is this set up kind of like, what do you call it? I don't have any way of defending myself, but okay. Hopefully I don't suck at this, because I'm gonna totally try and do this Alright. Man, these guys are actually really tough. Can I use... Oh, I don't have my skills set right. I need that. Alright, let's try it again. Let's actually do better this time. I should probably stop the other ones. Let's see where we're sitting now. Yeah, let's destroy these guys. The ones that my teammates are working on. I didn't do enough. Not fast enough. Yeah, they are tanky as heck. Wow. The sheer numbers, kinda. They are kinda overwhelming me. Uh-oh. They're all moving for one spot. What's going on here? I'll concentrate my efforts on the temper with what we should have. Where are we setting that now? Oh, someone else did a big spell, I guess. Okay, fine. Where are we headed? I guess I'll follow these guys? Oh, right, I got that one skull. What am I doing? Yellow. Oh, cutscene time, never mind. Yeah, no, this is the big old cutscene before, slash combat before, Oh, that's interesting. The silence spread across the battlefield. Alice and Grava take the fight to the Telophoroi. Oh, I'm in a roleplay? I'm in a roleplay as Alice. Nice! So we're all spreading out. Yeah, they do have a mechanic here called roleplay, so I'm gonna play as Odyssey with her special powers. Not just my powers, but, yeah. Alright, so I have combo, that's a AoE, that's another AoE. I can't really reprogram those, so I guess I'll use my buttons. There are too many, we'll be able to incapacitate them first. Something. Alright, well. Let's do that one, I guess. Oh, she's got the little bounce thing there. Oh, I see what she's got here. I should have used my verb holy or whatever. Oh yeah, she's got the double cast thing. What am I doing? Oh, I better keep him alive though. That might be nice. Holy cow, that's a crazy hill. That's like... Oh, she's got a special little spinny move. Nice. Nice. That does chunk them pretty good. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do the AoE thing. And just make sure Grotha stays alive.
Just the beginning.
Oh, she gets all the spells at once. Nice. Keep him alive. Alright, we have that one. There we go. Oh, I better keep myself alive too. Oh, it's not as nearly as effective. Alright, spreading this thing out, I guess. Not good. I hate this double caster. Oh, well, I guess it's dead. You've earned a moment's respite. Hey, Slap, how you doing? Take an opportunity to cure the temper. Well, let's do that. Let's go cure him. I'm following you. Let's do it. Oh, do I just... Nope. No, that's not it. What do I do? I don't have an extra skill, do I? No, I don't see an extra skill. No, that's not it. Oh, I gotta right-click Angela. Okay, that makes more sense. Hopefully all that went well. I didn't waste too much time. Oh, that was so cringe. It was so hard to get the lyrics right too. I kind of stuttered and messed up a couple times, but I did my best. Oh, Fandaniel, what do you got here? What do you got planned? Summoning a lunar primal, probably. Do you see that? The glyph? Yes. How worried should we be? Pretty worried. That looks kind of a little bad. Looks like they're trying to summon a tower there, maybe. Listen well and judge for yourself. Though I can see ethereal currents, I had not thoroughly examined those that use the flow through the heart of Cartano. But now that I'm here, things have become clear. The flats conceal an etheric confluence, like the pillars of the Azim Step, but greater in scale, far greater. The glyphs that Fandaniel has conjured reach into its very midst. And I believe I know their purpose. Should the lunar primals destroy them, it would spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely. The resultant disruption to the flow of ether would sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, tempests large enough to lay waste the realm. So, a self-induced calamity. Nice. That he would go so far as to come as little surprise. We must needs protect the confluence at all costs. Defeat Lunar Odin and defend. Okay. Well, hopefully we can do. Oh, we're gonna play as Ariange. Is that Odin? He's come to pit my blade against his. Follow my lead. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep you on focus target. Because you gotta keep you alive and role-playing as a healer. You have attacks. You have that. Full combo. Leave everything to fate as you draw a card from your divining deck. Restores 20% of maximum MP. Damage dealt is increased while weapon skill cast and time. Weapon skill cast and recast time. Auto attack delay or reduce for yourself and all nearby party members. So that's nice. Mythic is a heal. We got Aspect Helos and Fixed Sign. Creates a fixed sign centered around the caster, reducing damage by 10% for self and any party member surrender. Healing over time. Okay. Upon action or moving, including facing a different direction. Okay, so that's my protection spell. We gotta keep this confluence alive. Alright. I guess let's do it. No, this spell right here. Alright, we're gonna protect.
I shall protect thee.
Nice little line there. Should be okay. I am waiting. Oh. She took a hard hit there. It's a good thing I had that extra shielding there. Alright, I'm gonna stand here, I guess.
My turn!
Nice line, nice line. Heal him. Heal him now. Get him up there. That's good. Alright. Oh, that confluence is not looking very good. Oh, do I need to heal the confluence? Let's see, will that do anything? Oh yes, I can heal the confluence. Okay, I'm about to let the thing die, that's not good.
Away with you!
There we go. That's enough. Come on, you shoulder. Do your last little spell. There we go.
The best defense is a good defense.
That works. I think, hopefully. Oh, you're getting low on health there. That was close. And right on there, you keep summoning Ether, which is like the best. That was some damage. Alright, where are they standing at? Guess we'll stand here. I'm probably gonna get cleaved. Maybe not. Hopefully not. Alright. So stand here. Get out of the way of that. Oh, I might want to heal myself. That might be helpful. Yeah. Heal myself. There we go. Ah, you're fine. Kitty, you're fine. Dude, he failed. Oh, I probably let him. Oh, I let them die. Ah! I messed up somehow. Alright, let's resume. Oh, yeah, I see how you are, game. You can make it so easy. Really? Well, let's continue. I might have mistaken where I can actually do this. Let's go ahead and... Alright, we skipped the cutscene. We're gonna go... continue onwards. What did I mess up on? I know there's gonna be like, there was a one gimmick I'm sure I was just not paying attention to. Maybe I didn't see what the guy was casting. Alright, we're gonna do that instead. We'll... Actually, I don't know your health, so I'll do that. I'll keep you alive.
I shall protect thee. best defense is a good defense.
Alright, not bad, not bad. I'll watch this. Otis trying to strike again. Stay out of his reach. Okay. Oh, she's going that way now. Click on it, click, click, clickety click. Where are we going? Over here, I guess? Time. Maybe not. Oh, did I do it this time? Oh, I see. Here's the spell. I just had to do more DPS to him. Okay. That was close. He almost died, but not quite. That was close. Oh, we got Ravana. Nice. And I can be Graha. Nice. Am I gonna be just Black Mage Graha? Is that all I am? Yes, he's Black Mage. Oh, he's also got healing. Okay, he's got a mixture of stuff. Prevents spellcasting, movement, and other activities from all nearby enemies. So I can interrupt him, I guess. That's good to know. I like it. I like his little break spell. It's very nice. We got Foul Combo. And then Elegant Blizzard. Okay. Nice. And Thunder. Medica. It's just us. Okay, we gotta keep these alive. Alright, we're good. We should be fine. Just broken up with a power combo, I guess. Some healing on us. I think this is a good one. Ooh, I'm hoping I'm doing it right. Oh, right. Let's get some MP regenerator here. And I'll say, you're doing too good. I need to actually attack, though. Wrong button. Whoops, my bad. Okay. We're probably not gonna survive this. Oh, Graha's hard to fight. To control. Oh, not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna have to focus on getting this going here. Oh, it's rough. It's rough, rough, rough. Oh, it's Cure 2? Is it AoE? No, it's not. much pain. Off with that. There we go. I've never had to heal and be DPS at the same time. It's crazy. I mean, like, be an actual DPS, not just a healer with DPS options. Here, too. Alright. Oh, sure, when I'm low on MP. Yeah, right. What are you doing? Oh, I see. Now I gotta destroy these things in time. Oh, boy. Oh, the break only lasts so long. Gotta keep away from them. Did I do good? I hope I did. You're welcome. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Oh, I get to fight, Ifrit. Nice. I don't have a DPS, so all I really gotta do is just kill it. Just gotta kill it. It's pretty simple now. Fight a Squapoo. Alright, cool. Works for me. Alright, let's open up with this and that. Oh, bust you really fast here. How about that? Oh, don't DPS me. Alright, where are my buddies? Oh, they're over here. Oh, so tanky. That was a good hit. 89 or 86,000. I'll do something. You're not being very strong right now. Oh, come on, Ifrit, where you at? Oh, don't do your spell after I pop that, really? Lame. this is gonna be rough. I'm gonna get hit. Or not. Or we're fine. Oh, right. You're fine, cats. Okay, I'll let you out in a sec. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Right, lost my juju. Well, he's kind of tough. Kind of annoyingly tough. Alright. Why did I do that? I didn't need to do that spell. I'm already set up for this. Oh, you're gonna do that now, huh? Fine. Come back just so I can DPS you. Oh, they are really tough. Nidhogg. Get, save me spell? Nice. Wow. It's really flashy. I can't see what's going on. I don't know if I'm doing good. Oh, I guess that did it. Nice. Oh, he's doing the enrage move now. Interesting. Come on, do it. Faster, faster, cast faster. Get more spells, that's all I need. Oh, did we do it? I think we did it. Okay. Alright, I didn't want to look like an idiot and mess up on a story mission. Like I did that other fight. I feel like my cats are gonna eat me alive though if I don't let them out, so hopefully they'll start talking so I can take a brief moment to open the door.
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, anyways, so let's see here.
Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
Well, also, Rick, I'm really glad that we met each other the way we did, because, yeah, that's one of the more pleasing reasons to stream, is just like, I'm entertaining people and making their you know, what they do with their lives less, and especially like the in-between moments, being more pleasant. Anyways, important story stuff is about to happen. When my healing's not enough, I gotta become a sage. That's what he's gonna say.
Glory be to Garlemore.
For a second I thought he was gonna punch the dead body.
How fare the tempered?
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Kind of weird that he still has axe on him, even though he's a prisoner of war now. You would think they would take their weapons away if they're a prisoner of war, but whatever.
Do not hang your head so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
Should have been quicker, but I'll do better next time. Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot.
A victory at great cost, but a victory nonetheless. We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
One battle at a time, we'll get there to the very end. Well, we've come this far. There we go.
It really must count for something.
Ooh, we got Shadowbringers music going. Alright, what's going on here? The moon is glowing. Oh, is that all it's gonna give us? Goodness. Really? You're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger and there was no answers. There was really no answers to that. There's nothing really supplementing that. Nice artwork, by the way. Hey, this artwork, Alice doesn't have shorts on. Why does she have to wear shorts in her regular armor? Why can't she wear a cute skirt like that? No reason other than the fact that skirts are cute. I like this music though. When it was playing and it was fighting against the big bad of Shadowbringers, and, it was nice. It was very, very nice. So that's the end of Shadowbringers, I guess, huh? Like officially the end. Do I want to sit here and appreciate the art, or do I want to see what the story stuff is? I don't know, I guess I can hang back for a second to see what you guys are all up to. There's, what's his face? Orion J. This is an interesting, art style, I suppose. Stola. Actually, it's got her staff in that position. She's calling, like, she's doing a star call or a meteor or something like that. Oh, there's, Argbert. Okay. Yeah, we're done. Go ahead and skip it. Okay. Is that it? Really? The moon turned shiny and that's it? There's gotta be more than that. Let's talk to these other people. I will recommend that the Alliance keep a closer watch over Cartano. The Telophoroi may have failed in their attempt to destroy the Confluence this time, but there is not to stop them from trying again. It was decent of Lord Emmerich to bear us home aboard a ship. The gods only know how we would have squeezed as many people onto the Bonanza. Throughout the battle, I could not shake the feeling that all present were performing an amusement for Fandaniel. Nor did his blithe reaction to this latest defeat give me cause to think otherwise. I can only conclude that such failures are of little consequence to his broader scheme, whatever it may be. The Cartmill Flat seems fated to play a prominent role in the history of the realm, do they not? Or might the abundance of aether that floweth through the region have led the audience to entomb Omega there? Probably. Many though the enemy were, their numbers consisted largely of tempered beastmen, with the lunar primals to keep things interesting. Guardians themselves ventured little and lost less. It has ever been the Empire's way to have others fight their battles, but even they would blush at the Telophroi's use of tempered slaves. The tempered that we were able to treat were taken to city-states for observations. As soon as the Alliance is satisfied that they're fully recovered, they will be free to return home. At the close of the battle, when the clouds parted and the moon shone down on us, I cannot well express how I felt. Somehow it seemed more a beginning than an ending. That's really all we gathered from that was a moon shining. That was it. Give me some more context here. What's going on? Oh, everything's fine. Just go take a 4 to 5 month rest. I trust you all enjoyed a comfortable flight aboard the Pride of the Ishgard fleet. At least you worry the Bonanza has been towed to a nearby location to be retrieved at your convenience. You have thought of everything, Lord Ambrick, and may I say how much I appreciate the hospitality you afforded us on the way home. Thinking of nothing of it, our destination lie in the same direction, and it afforded me the perfect opportunity to learn how my errant friend has been since last he took his leave. It would seem you have finally found a place to settle down. Huh, I merely grew weary of wandering the Far East. Returning to more serious matters, while the Telafroi have been driven from Cartano, 'tis like the bulk of their forces yet remain. On the evidence of the Grand Company of Eorzea's first joint military operation, however, I'm confident that we have the potential to meet such threats head-on, even without the aid of you and yours. As such, while our forces keep the Telafroi at bay, I would ask that you apply your talents to the task of neutralizing the towers. A sensible division of labor. While the towers remain, so too will the threat of the lunar primals. And given our expertise in the field of aetherology, we are better qualified to find a solution. That we are, especially should it happen to lie beyond the Alliance's dominion. There's a time and place for formal investigations, of course, but certain secrets are wont to hide where only enterprising individuals may venture. I cannot agree more. There are none better suited to this task, nor any upon whom I would rather rely. On behalf of the Alliance, I thank you. We look forward to receiving any information you are able to uncover. And with that, I must take my leave. Should you have need of assistance, pray do not hesitate to ask. Fare you well, my friends. I confess I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to Telafroi's plans. If we can discern their ultimate function, we will be one step closer to understanding our enemy's grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it is all but certain that the Telafroi will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one who awaits at the heart of the chaos will come for us, for you. Yet in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity to end all calamities, the final days themselves. Yes, alright, Alphino. We need a plan, no proponents, or portends. As Thancred also eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information from all manner of places, not at least Charlian. According to Kryl, the Forum may have been more secretive than ever of late. While this may be related to the appearance of the Telafroi, it remains a matter of speculation. Well, one thing is clear, the Forum is determined to keep us from discovering the truth. Master Fortunal's performance at the Lotus Stand was enough to convince me of that. The matter beareth further investigation, I do heartily concur. Nor can I think of a more promising place to look for answers we seek on the matters of the towers. Charlian hath ever been the wellspring of etherical knowledge. I care not where we go. Here or there, my lance will be ready. Oh. And what of you, Flipapu? Might you be persuaded to join us? Of course, plot a course for Charlian. If it means I can have words with Fortunal. An island of bookworms and bureaucrats? Have we no other choice? Yeah, let's go, Charlian. Here. It is time we laid bare the Telafroi's dark designs. It appears that we are in agreement. We have but to wait for Kryl to secure the necessary permissions. In the meantime, There's a matter I would investigate. Doesn't involve tall structures. By strange coincidence, it does. At present, I have only a creeping suspicion, but with your help, I will soon find out whether my fears are warranted. Alright, cool. You have earned the emote shush. Ha, now I can shush people. Meanwhile, in the Garland capital. Ooh, more cutscenes. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know how much, but a few more. They've revealed it already, so here we go. We've got yeah. Xenos with his Reaper outfit. Looking pretty spiffy there.
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch. Though I suppose you knew that already. My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure.
You don't seem too, upset about it, though.
Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure the requisite amount. The obvious solution would be to draw on resources a little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
Closer to home.
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
I'm not sure what they're talking about.
Then let us begin the preparations at once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach.
Gateway of the gods, huh? It does look like a gnarly looking
The
tower.
time has come to fulfill your heart's desire. My desire! To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
I don't think that you chose his body to be Fandaniel. I don't like him. He's the worst character.
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon. Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor. And the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
It's a gnarly snarl. Some sort of creature just woke up.
As I thought, the ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became. In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summonings.
Our allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Hear me.
Oh, hi, Balloon. Hello.
Hear me.
Or is it going to be your affiliate avatar?
Darkness comes. And with it, the end. The fate of the star is in your hands.
Who is that? That's not Minfilia, is it? Well, I already knew that, but okay.
Everything all right back there?
Now we got a red moon out in the sky. A solemn dawn grim purpose shines in the gaze cast towards moonlit sky. Thus does our final curtain rise, your steps to guide what end... Stop. Words. Ominous words. The darkened moon. Shadowbringers, and we got part 4 unlocked. Cool. Uh-huh. Cool. Alright, well, I guess that did actually pan out to be just long enough for a nice solid stream. I appreciate everyone that stopped by, and I appreciate everyone that stuck with me until the end. Let me just step outside real quick. Is it almost nighttime or almost daytime? I want to see if the moon looks any different. Maybe they added that for people that are that far in the story. Does the moon look any different? Oh, is it gonna be daytime? Daytime or nighttime? Sunrise. Look, it's cloudy outside, so it's not like I can really see. I'm gonna say it's turning daytime, so it's unlikely that I'm definitely not gonna see the moon out here. Let me see here. We shall go to the best place to see where the moon looks like. And the moon is probably nicer anyways. It looks kind of... Oh, it's foggy here. I can't see the sky here, but it looks like it's turning daytime, so... I don't know. What's the music sound like? Oh no, it is turning nighttime. Okay. These areas have like special daytime, nighttime music. It's too foggy here, so... I don't know, let's go to... Go to the hinterlands, Idleshire. I just want some place where the sky's not covered in overcast. It's still overcast. Everywhere's overcast. Guess we'll go there. Talk to the Skywatcher. Skywatcher, where's the good weather coming? Or at. We have clear skies in Ulda. See if Clouds has clear skies. Let's go there. The moon just looks normal. It could be also because I'm in an expansion zone. Alright, let's go to Ulda. Alright, this is normal zone. Where is moon? Moon is right here. It doesn't look any different. Oh, but there is a tower out here, though. Interesting. How far out is the tower, though? I want to know. Or is it just right there? It kind of looks like it's just right there. But it could be pictured like it's out there a ways. Just the way the landscape moves, it looks like it's gotta be out there a ways. Nah, it's just sitting right there. Just in the middle of the desert. Chilling. Of course, I can't go any further than that. Alright, well, anyways, yes, thank you all for joining me for the stream, and I will catch you all in the next one.